What's up, people? My name is Skunky, or you can also call me Skunk Commentary. And today we're gonna talk about one of the most tragic stories, can we call it that? Yeah, we've talked about on this channel, and that is the story of Nikocado Avocado. If you are unaware, Nikocado Avocado is a mukbang YouTuber. Now, it's only think mukbang sounds like a weird kind of video with the Pokemon muck. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. But whatever. We don't need to talk about the weird name. If you're unaware, a mukbang video is when someone eats a lot of food in a video. Not a small amount, but someone eats something. And, well, fuck, I don't have any food to eat here. I got some shit crisps, but I don't feel like eating them. Because, yeah, I don't want to eat and talk about this topic. But who we're gonna talk about today is one of the more famous mukbang YouTubers. Why? Well, because he eats a mountain of fast food, which is why I chose fast food as the thumbnail of this video, while crying at the same time, doing something weird, or, yeah, wasting a lot of food. I don't know what to do with, well, thinking about this, and yeah. So the man we're gonna talk about today is none other, as you know, Nikocado Avocado. And what he's most well known for doing is eating food and crying at the same time most often. And our boy Nikocado Avocado, he has done some extreme shit throughout his life. Just saying that. Like, for example, he has, I don't even know where to start. He has made, I think he's disabled because of how much he has been eating. Yeah, I'm just saying that. But throughout my holiday vacation, I decided to watch some Nikocado Avocado with one of my friends, and we were literally disturbed. I did not film it, which is now a mistake. But we watched a video where he we wanted to watch the most sick shit he's done. That shit was to, yeah, he ate a lot of, he talked about how he had literally shit himself while sleeping. And yeah, he showed it in a extreme close-ups and all that. And his poor boyfriend, who I think his name is Olin or something, he slept next to that, and Mr. Avocado described it in a disturbing detail. And yeah, I literally missed a Serbian film. That is how sick it was. I felt like watching Serbian film or Salo or anything. That would have been more. Such a more great experience. Such a greater experience than watching that. And I think they've taken this video down from YouTube. But if they haven't, I am fucking disturbed. Because that shit was disturbing. And how, I don't even know how he thought. But last part of that video, Mr. Avocado said, and Orlin's gonna clean this up. The poor bastard had slept next to a huge pile of shit. And he was gonna clean it up because his sick boyfriend is too lazy to do it. I'm for real worried about this, and I hope that poor Orlin, yeah, I hope the best for him, because yeah, this is sick. This is inhuman behavior. If someone shits, if someone takes a shit, then they should clean up their shit. That is some pretty shitty behavior. And I should probably stop with these puns because they are pretty shitty. Okay, all joking aside, I hope to God that poor Orlin at least gets 50% of all the ad revenue that Nico gets. But let's move on to how Nikocado used to be. So we also watched one of his older videos, which was a really wholesome video of him. Well, he was not skinny, but he wasn't looking like. Okay, I'm not gonna fetch him on, but he was not too fat in that time. But, and you know, like, I just sat and ate some really spicy food, and it was fairly wholesome. I'm actually getting kind of sad because he used to be this wholesome, nice guy, but then YouTube turned him into something a bit. They termed him crazy, and he went from being a normal, wholesome guy who was really good playing violin to this crazy man-child who sits and cries on YouTube all day. Like, have you guys seen, for example, when he reacts to a parody sketch about him? He could not take it. It was, yeah. I didn't even know what to say. This is such a sad thing to talk about because he used to be this great violin player and he used to be a fairly good person. So, yeah. This is probably the saddest story I've ever talked about on my channel. Together with the Alec Baldwin situation. But it's just sad how fame corrupted this bastard. And this is proof that fame is nothing more than something horrible for some, because this man couldn't clearly not take the fame. And I hope that YouTube doesn't ruin any more lives like they did to this guy, because YouTube really ruined this guy's life. Now, let's talk a bit about how he has gone after a lot of YouTubers too, because a lot of people react to him because of how he kind of eats himself to death. And it has taken some really negative turns for his health. And he has been to doctor's offices, and he's been even said he has been disabled. So yeah, this should I hope he has I hope that he can just get better. Stop this, because this is literally killing him. This is how YouTube is making a man die. And I know this video is probably gonna get demonetized because I've said a lot of words YouTube deem as naughty. Now, well, still in the Christmas spirit, and since I've been naughty in YouTube stamps, I'm probably gonna get some Silent Night, Deadly Night, Billy Chapman on my ass. But anyway, let's talk about how he also. Let's talk about Nikocado Avocado's OnlyFans, because that's apparently a thing. Now, if you're unaware what OnlyFans is, I will probably make a video about it soon, because I think that topic is just weird. So, he made an OnlyFans. I am still a bit shocked who actually would buy it. I personally wouldn't buy that shit. I personally wouldn't buy an OnlyFans at all, because that's just a waste of money in my book. And if you really need to pay for, yeah, then that is just a waste of money. And that hard-earned money you should spend that on something else. You could spend that money on a Call of Duty game, and nobody would. It would be a much better use of that money. But let's move on to his Cameo, because Cameo is a thing. And if you're unaware what Cameo is, it is basically a website where you can pay celebrities. There are some celebrities that I support that use Cameo. For example, Bill Moseley. I think Robert Englund has Cameo, and if my memory doesn't fail me, Vila also has one. But Nikocado Avocado Cameo, it's at least better than the OnlyFans, just saying. If I were forced to buy something of that, I would choose the Cameo every day. So yeah, I guess. But is there something else we should talk about him? Well, how on this Cameo he has multiple times talked about other content creator who has made videos about him. So take that for what you will. think he went after YouTube as Pointless and Oompaville. And I think even made an entire video talking about Oompaville. And the first half of that video was him eating before even reacting to him, if my memory doesn't fail me. But it's Nikocado Avocado content. And then when he got mad, he started throwing chicken nuggets at the camera, which is a complete waste of food. I take this from a guy who loves eating chicken nuggets. Okay, it's one of my favorite foods. Especially when I go to McDonald's, which I haven't been there in so long. I generally has eaten a lot less fast food recently. But I think we just should I think we should move on from this guy. I have talked about him in like 16 minutes, and I think that would be enough Nikocado Avocado for everyone. So see you guys in the next one.